yeah, let's just get into this. Alright, so today we have December Raves and Rejects. Don't ask me how December is over because I have no fucking clue. I have a decent amount of products this month that I'm super stoked about. December, I like nailed down a good foundation routine. It's what's on my face right now. I have a whole video on it, so I'll link it over here. I also have an eye tutorial on the look I'm wearing right now. Everything's in the down bar. So let's just start off with face products. I'm not going to mention all of the products I'm using on my face since there is a whole video on that, but all of those products are favorites this month. Combined, they're just amazing. I'm gonna start out with two face products. The first is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I feel like I've heard about this thing for like years, but I just never picked it up because I think it's like $30. It's pretty freaking pricey for a concealer. I finally picked this up because I was tired of mixing products in to make the concealer lighter for my skin tone. I asked you guys on Twitter what your favorite concealers are for pale skin, and a bunch of you said NARS Chantilly. This stuff is amazeballs. I feel like this is literally the perfect concealer, and just to be clear, I put this only under my eyes. I don't normally like spot conceal because I normally wear a full coverage foundation and that just covers it. I do use this for under my eyes. It doesn't crease, it looks amazing all day long, super brightening. Everything about this concealer is perfect and is worth the money and you need to buy it. So next face product that's been a favorite is the L'Oreal Balance and Brighten powder in Porcelain. This powder gives the prettiest finish ever. It makes your skin look so much more natural. It gives you like the prettiest glow and it still has coverage, which is what I really like about it. I've also had this powder for a solid year and I'm just now starting to like dent the dome. I got this off of Hot Look. They put it on Hot Look I feel like every couple months. Be on the lookout. My favorite powder brush lately has been the EcoTools huge ass brush. I'm not sure what this is technically called, but I will find it and I will put it down below. This is just a super dense kabuki powder brush. I totally somehow messed up my e.l.f. powder brush when I washed it. There was weird things going on in it. So I found this in my drawer and I decided to give it a go, and I've been using it every single day. EcoTools brushes are super affordable. You can get them at Ulta and I think Walgreens carries them. My next makeup item is super random. This is, I don't even know how you say this, Oh Shy Glow On Shimmer Light. This is a liquid illuminator. This came in one of the Mimi boxes and I was not expecting this to be that pretty, but it totally looks like Benefit High Beam. I don't know if you guys can see it a little bit better that way. I love this stuff for just running a tiny bit down the bridge of my nose and on my cheekbones. Just gives you a super pretty glow. It is kind of weird though because this came literally half empty, which is kind of odd. I don't know. So my last kind of makeup item this month is the L'Oreal Infallible Spray. If you've seen any of my videos lately, you probably knew this was coming. This is a makeup setting spray from the drugstore. I first mentioned this in my drugstore haul video and said that this is the first drugstore setting spray, and a bunch of you guys freaked out and said there's NYX and there's e.l.f. and there's all these things. I don't know why, but NYX in my mind isn't really a drugstore brand. They just recently came in the drugstores. I don't know. Personally, I consider this the first like actual true drugstore makeup setting spray. It is pretty pricey. This retails for $16 around me. I got it on sale for $12 and I wish I stocked up because now it's on sale. Helps your makeup stay on way longer, just sets the powder and the foundation and everything into your face. I think this works just as well as my Scandinavia setting spray and you save $10+. Next I have a few skincare items. I think I'm going to be making like an acne update video, just what I've been using. If you saw my Secret Life of a YouTuber tag, my skin was horrible in that video. That was like a few weeks ago now, my time, like when I'm filming this. And as you can see, I still have like a couple zits here and there, but they are starting to majorly go down. My chin is like pretty clear right now, which is rare. I don't think my chin has been clear for months. I honestly think that's due to a combination of things. I stopped using a couple face products, which I'll mention later, switched up my foundation routine to products that I know do not break me out, and I've added a couple of really awesome products into my skincare routine that I think have tremendously helped. So Mario Badescu sent me a bunch of acne stuff to try out and see if it worked. I'm not getting paid to mention any of these. Like always, I do not have to come on here and say anything about these products. I'm mentioning them because they're kick-ass. These two are amazing. So this is the Mario Badescu buffering lotion. I've heard a lot of people talk about the drying lotion. It's interesting that they call it lotion because it's like a full-on liquid, like you put it on your face and it like drips down. This is a spot treatment. It says it's supposed to target deep cystic blemishes and large clusters of acne. So that is exactly what I have. It smells like straight up alcohol. Like, I'm pretty sure I looked at this and there was, yeah, the second ingredient is alcohol, and you can smell that. So if you're really sensitive to smells, either suck it up or don't put this on your face. But basically, after I do my entire face routine at night, this is my last step, and I basically just like put my head back and drop a few drops and then kind of rub it in with my finger on all of my acne spots. I put it mostly on my chin and then down my neck because I do have a couple spots down here. This does such an amazing job of drying out your acne. I've been using this for probably 3 weeks now, and when I wake up in the morning, my acne just is so much better. This is amazing. The second product from them that I wanted to mention is the hyaluronic eye cream. Hyaluronic acid is really good for anti-aging. A lot of the Paula's Choice products have that in it. This is just an eye cream. I have never found an eye cream that I felt like was actually did the things that I want it to. Eye cream is something that I've kind of been trying to find a good one for a while. I don't really have dark under eyes. I just want to keep my under eyes moisturized to prevent wrinkles and all that good stuff. This stuff does the job. When I wake up in the morning, my under eyes feel so much more moisturized, and I just feel like it's actually doing something. It smells good, just smells fresh. It smells kind of like Cetaphil, like in this stuff. My last face kind of product is super random. This is a Sephora brand brush, which looks kind of funky right now, and the paint is like chipping off. I was like walking out of Sephora when I saw this thing, and you know those brushes that you just feel like you have to touch? This was literally the softest brush that I had ever felt in my life. I think this was only like between $9 and $12, and at first I thought it was a powder brush, and then I read the package and it's actually an exfoliating brush, like for the shower. I think you could totally use this wet or just as a powder brush. I've been using this in the shower. It's kind of interesting that the paint is coming off, because I feel like if you're supposed to use it in the shower, then they would have made like a better situation going on right here. But basically, I just use my bar of like antibacterial soap stuff, and then I'll just rub it around in circular motions all over my face. I don't know why they call it exfoliating, because it's like the most gentle brush you could ever use on your face. It literally just feels so good. I really like this thing. Again, I'm sure you could use this as a powder brush as well. But I just thought this was unique, and I've never seen anyone talk about this, and I didn't even know this thing existed. So my last rave of the month is the Clairol Hair Food Honey Apricot Hair Mask. This came in, I think, the FabFit Fun Box. And at first, like the packaging to me is really hideous. Like, this does not make me want to put it on. It almost looks like too organic-y and shit for me. And I'm usually not about the apricot smell at all, but this smells so good. It just smells like a really good hair product. Kind of has some like Pantene and coconut going on in here. This is a paraben-free and mineral oil-free hair mask. So basically, I just put this on in the shower after my conditioner as I'm like shaving my legs or whatever. Like, that happens. That maybe happens like once every 2 weeks. I just let it sit in my hair for a good 3 to 5 minutes, and then I rinse it out, and my hair just smells so good and feels so good. I think that you can get this at Target. Alright, so I do have a few rejects this month. I know, shocker, I actually remembered rejects. Some months I just don't have any products I really didn't like, but this was not one of those months. So the first reject is the Sunset Stripped Gold Lipstick by Wet n Wild. I think I mentioned this in a drugstore haul video, but like, as you can see, this is just like the shittiest gold I've ever seen in my life. I wouldn't even layer this on top of something because it's so sheer and just reminds me of like gold mixed with like diarrhea. Throw that in the trash. The next reject of the month, which is so hard for me to say because I love this product, is the Benefit Professional. And this is a reject because, like I mentioned earlier, I am pretty sure that this caused my skin, like my skin was bad before I started using this, but this I feel like took it to the next level. I didn't really think this was what was causing my breakouts until my roommate, who I also got to use this, stopped using it, and her skin started clearing up too. I've heard from a lot of you guys that this broke you out as well. If you bought this because of me and it broke you out, I apologize. Again, if you don't have sensitive skin and you don't have acne prone skin, this should be fine for you, but this is an amazing product, an amazing primer, and I wish I could keep using it because it actually works. But yeah, my skin just really doesn't like this at all. This is the Neutrogena Ageless Intensives Deep Wrinkle Eye Cream. I just feel like this literally does nothing. I ordered this off of Amazon back when I was doing like the eye cream search. There's nothing like extremely horrible about it, and there's nothing good about it either. Not worth your money, and I would not recommend buying this. The end. Alright, so that was all of my December raves and rejects for the month. Let me know down below what your favorite products were this month so I can try them out. If you like this video and you like Raves and Rejects videos, be sure to give it a thumbs up so I know. Hope you guys had an amazing December. How the heck is it 2015? I wish you all a happy new year. Let me know down below what your New Year's resolution is. I haven't even thought about that yet. I usually don't do that because I just feel like you should have a resolution all year round, you know what I'm saying? Love you guys, thanks for watching, see you in my next video. Bye.